Hello, good evening. Akshat, are you there? Have you joined?
Yes, good evening, sir. I'm here.
Okay, fine. Good evening, Sonali madam. You are muted, madam.
Very good evening, sir.
Good evening. Mr. Akshat has joined. We can start our session now.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I start now
A
or
very good
later?
evening to everyone.
Just a minute. Yeah, please go on.
Yes, a very good evening to everyone, students, teachers, and on behalf of Professor Rajendra Singh Science Exploratory and our co-partner Nasni, I welcome all of you to today's fifth session of. And it's my pleasure to welcome all of you to this fifth session, the virtual session series from the Earth to the Edge, a school student's guide to the sky. And tonight's session is a special one with the name of Wanderers in the Sky, the Moon and the Planets. The moon and the planets that promises to be the delightful journey throughout the night sky for our uh, all our intermediate students, the sky gazers. We are extremely fortunate to have with us this evening very young and enthusiastic resource persons to bring both academics and grounding deep curiosity about the universe. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Akshat Joshi, sir, who is currently pursuing his honors in physics from Rayat Bahara University. Mr. Joshi has a keen interest in space, science, astronomy, and cosmology, and a talent of making observational and theoretical ideas accessible to learners. Qualities that make him an ideal guide for tonight's session. Uh, Mr. Joshi will walk us through the practical and fascinating themes, how to observe the phases of the moon, how to spot bright planets like Venus, Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn, and with our naked eyes. So, a simple explanation or retrograde motions, and even some Indian legends and names associated with planets like Shani and Mangal also. So, it will be a very interesting and fascinating session. This session is designed to spark um, curiosity and equip you with the simple observations that and techniques that can try that you all students can try it from your home. So, and before all to that, before inviting Mr. Joshi to begin with few brief note of thanks, I will thank from my bottom of my heart to Nasni, our co-partner, for organizing this session series of sessions that we have planned and designed, and our team of Professor Rajendra Singh Science Exploratory for assisting and recording the event to all the students and teachers. So with that, I also welcome Hemant Kumar sir this evening, and we'll ask him now to continue, and we'll hand over the my rest of the session to him. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you.
Mr. Akshat, you can just share your slide. Hello, Akshat.
Yes, sir, I'm doing.
You can share.
Usually.
Yes.
See, got my good. So wait a minute, just.
No issue.
Yes, okay. Okay, sir,
Yes.
just.
It is visible. Yes. Very
Okay.
nice.
Well, good evening, teachers and professors and all my dear friends. So today we'll be studying about the wonders in the sky, the moon, and the planets.
Akshat, excuse me. You can share bilingual. You can speak in Hindi as well as English mixed also. Students will be happy to, yeah, and communication will be better. And students can also ask questions whenever they want.
Okay, sir.
Please go on.
So, so स्टार्टिंग में हम बड़े समझेंगे मून के डिफरेंट फेजेस को, ठीक, और हम उनको कैसे ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं। तो सबसे पहले मून के 8 डिस्टिंक्ट फेजेस होते हैं, जो जो स्टार्ट होते हैं न्यू मून से और एंड होते हैं फुल मून पे। न्यू मून इज डार्क विच इज नॉट विजिबल टू अस, एंड द फुल मून इज जिसमें हमें पूरा मून की एक साइड देती है। एंड observers can track these changes easily over a lunar month by noting the illuminated fraction and observing the timing of moonrise and moonset. Understanding these phases enriches our experience of night sky observation and gives insight into our natural world. So हम इसको सो हम इससे इजीली एक lunar month 29.6 days का होता है। So, so सो हम उसको रोज एक फिक्स टाइम पे एक इवनिंग या नाइट के फिक्स टाइम पे देख सकते हैं, और उसको रोज डिफरेंट हर एक दिन देख पाएंगे। सो आई एम सॉरी फॉर दिस बैड कम्युनिकेशन। So visualizing the moon phases, the image in the side shows the different phases of moon. These image shows various phases of the moon illustrating the distinct looks from new to full moon. And we can track these phases nightly at a fixed time. It's a wonderful way to appreciate the cyclical nature of our own celestial company. So now we can see हम कैसे moon phases को देख सकते हैं. So like we already discussed that there are 8 different distinct phases of moon. So हम उसको like, and their names are waxing crescent, first quarter, the new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last or third quarter, and waning crescent. Now we can move to the planets, and we can study about the planets we can observe or see from our naked eyes in the night sky. So we can start it from spotting the bright planets. Venus shines brightly in west after sunset, visible as the evening star. So it is the brightest in the sky as it is closest to the Earth, and it is the hottest in the solar system. Mars is small, reddish planet because its surface is covered with iron oxide, and its thin atmosphere makes it shine with a steady orange red glow. Sorry. Jupiter, the largest planet, can be seen in the east, often showcasing its 4 largest moons with binoculars. Saturn is a pale yellow, a softer looking planet that's dimmer than Jupiter, Venus, but steadier than any sun and any star. Now we can move to key steps to observe celestial objects. To effectively observe celestial objects, we can follow these steps. Checking the celestial calendars for visibility times, because हर एक planet हर टाइम पे विजिबल नहीं होता है हमें थ्रू आउट द होल ईयर। वो कुछ मंथ्स के लिए या फिर कुछ डेज के लिए विजिबल हो सकता है, उसके बाद वो हमें विजिबल ना हो, ना हो सकता है हमें विजिबल ना हो, क्योंकि वो अब सन की अपोजिट साइड में होता है, ना कि और हमारी फेवरेबल साइड में ना हो, ओके, इसलिए हमें वो विजिबल नहीं होता। And we can use binoculars or telescope for better quality and clarity. It would be better if we choose a dark location which is away from city lights and light pollution. So we can observe it even better. And we can keep a star map handy for guidance, like stellarium, so we can observe observe the stars and planets. And it is better to note the changes in position over time. So, recognizing celestial patterns. Observing celestial patterns can enrich our understanding of movement. The predictable paths of planets enable astrologers and astronomers alike to correlate earthly events with celestial movements, bridging science with spirituality. We can identify the constellations to aid navigation, and we can track retrograde phases for astrological insights. We will learn about retrograde phase and motion later in the later slides. We can observe seasonal changes in nocturnal visibility. We can utilize historical text for a deeper perspective, engaging in the and also engaging in community stargazing activities. So now we can learn about the retrograde motion. So planets like Mars and Jupiter sometimes appear to move backward in the sky, even though they are not moving backward or reverse, but still it appears to go backward or reverse because of the relative motion. As Earth, the speed or velocity of Earth is much faster than these planets. So Earth moves much faster than them, and it appears to go backwards. This retrograde motion occurs due to the relative positions and speeds of the Earth and the planets as they orbit the Sun. Understanding this phenomena adds depth to our planetary observation and enhances our grasp of celestial mechanics. Cultural significance of celestial bodies. Many cultures have attributed significance to celestial objects with planets named after deities. For example, Venus is associated with Lakshmi, while Jupiter is referred to as Brihaspati in Indian astrology, reflecting wisdom and guidance. These connections enrich our understanding of astronomy and its cultural impact. So, many different cultures have different significance linked with planets and stars. And exploring some Indian legends. Indian mythology beautifully ties celestial knowledge to culture. Shani, Saturn is linked to destiny, Mangal, Mars symbolizes energy, and Shukra, Venus signifies beauty and wealth. These legends offer us a tapestry of storytelling interwoven with astronomy. Quotes from famous astronomers. As Galileo stated, all truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The point is to discover them. This highlights the journey of discovery in astronomy, inspiring us to observe and learn about the universe. Summary and what next? In summary, our journey through the moon and planets has illuminated the night sky as a canvas of exploration. We can continue to engage and expand our celestial knowledge by joining local astronomy clubs for guided sessions, attending planetarium shows for immersive experiences, reading updated astronomical research and findings, utilizing apps for tracking celestial bodies, again like Stellarium, sharing knowledge with fellow enthusiasts, or learning about them from our teachers and professors. Okay. And this was all from my side. I'm extremely sorry for all this bad presentation. So I have done with this.
Akshat, have you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It was very small presentation.
Yes, I'm extremely sorry for that.
We can discuss more about all these things. You just bring it on the first slide, please. Yes. So we were actually talking today about the objects, celestial bodies, which are visible with the naked eyes. And among these, we have in daytime we can see sun, though we don't see it with the naked eye directly, but by using filters we can see the sun, and a beautiful sun can be seen in orange color or sometime white depending upon our uh, own filter which we see. uh, that is also a very detailed picture if you see, and you can see the detail in a way that sometime we can find for amateur astronomers. We can see the dark spots on the sun in daytime, but in night time what we can see as sky gazers most prominently is the moon. And yesterday it was a winter full moon, and it is we say it as super moon because it was about 14% bigger than the smallest moon we see throughout the in the year, and 30% brighter it was last evening. But today, the moon has started. Akshat, please go to next slide. Yes, this was the full moon yesterday. This was the situation. Now, today, if you see, then this portion will start cutting. It is not that, but very, very small. It is quarter one. But now, when we observe moon, then in 28 days, 29 days, these shapes keep on changing. And depending upon its position with respect to Earth and Sun. So here, as I told you, this was the full moon, and today it very small eastern portion will be now in shadow part, and all the observers will see that it is not this much, but it is looking almost complete, but very small portion on the eastern portion. This eastern side will be under shadow. So important part of observation in the moon, there are so many things. Like one aspect is the shapes. That shapes keep on changing with the light, sunlight, and shadow of Earth on it. And this shape, if you just see this shape and this shape, these two shapes. So on the earth, if you will see, then this portion, this side or left hand side is called eastern part, and right hand side is called western part. But for moon, this right side is the eastern part, whereas this is the western part. And when you see it is shaped like C, and this shape is like C, and this shape is like D. Okay, the students can just remember it. It is a D shape, round from this side. This is C shape. When it is D shape, we say it is शुक्ल पक्ष. हिंदी में हम इसको शुक्ल पक्ष कहते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि this is new moon, अमावस्या. अमावस्या से जब ये मून फुल मून की तरफ जाता है, तो इसको हम कहते हैं शुक्ल पक्ष. और जब फुल मून से न्यू मून की तरफ, अमावस्या की तरफ जाता है, तो इसको हम कहते हैं कृष्ण पक्ष. तो जब शुक्ल पक्ष में होता है, तो आप देखें इसकी शेप डी की तरह होती है. ये वाला, this portion you will find all the time fine curved like this. So up to here you are looking as D. So whenever you see the shape like D, it means the moon is going to be full moon. And when we see the shape like C, that means it is going to be a new moon. So this is very interesting part for new observers, and this very small thing but very important, and you can at least see that which part. When we in Hindi we say it as Shukal Paksh, but in English we say it as waxing. Waxing mean it is going to complete or full. So it is waxing half cycle. So this shape, very thin shape, it is called crescent. So waxing crescent, that is crescent of Shukal Paksh. Then here it becomes half of the half moon. It becomes the waxing half moon. After that, this portion starts illuminating under the sunlight. Then this is called waxing gibbous. When it is more than half, that is called gibbous. And ultimately, it becomes full moon, when entire full moon shines under the light. After that, this portion starts hiding in the shadow like this. And then this in Hindi it is called Krishan Paksh, but in English we say it as waning half cycle. So here it is waning gibbous, because it is size is reducing now. It is half, so it is called half moon, but it is waning. Then this is called crescent, waning crescent. And ultimately, entire moon just vanishes under the shadow, and it is called new moon. So these are the very interesting part to know about the shapes and positions of the moon throughout. And it takes about 28 days. 14 days up to new moon to full moon, then 14 days from full moon to new moon. So this is about the shapes, but other things which we can notice on the moon itself. And here, most important point which we must note, that north side of the moon is not here, and south is not here, because it is also tilted as our Earth is tilted at 23.5 degree. Similarly, it is also just 5 degree difference is there, so it is also tilted. So its north point is here, and its south point is here. So most bright point with whatever we see here is that is very big crater, that is called Tycho crater. Here you will find on the southern pole Tycho crater, and our Chandrayaan from India, that is also landed somewhere here in the southern point, that is Shiv Shakti point, that is here somewhere here you will find. So moon is also this moon has this side eastern part, and this side is western part. And more things you can see here, the dark points, dark spots on the moon also. All these are called seas. These are seas, Myers, and every sea has a name. Like this isolated sea on the eastern part, it is called Sea of Crisis. And on this right hand side half or eastern half, you can divide it in two parts. Then here, whatever this bigger size spot you are looking, this is called Sea of Serenity. Then in down here we have Sea of Tranquility. So this way we have different names of all these seas, and students can remember the names of seas also. Then it becomes more familiar. When you know about the things, then only then they become familiar. Otherwise, they are unknown people. Like whenever we see in market, you know, a lot of people are moving there. But when you see somebody who is familiar, then we excite to meet. Otherwise, we don't meet all other people. Similarly, you know, when we have familiarity with the celestial bodies, then we will love to know more about all these celestial bodies. So there is lot of things in the moon only to know about. And with the time, as time passes and as we learn day by day about any celestial body, then our knowledge increases and it becomes more lovable object. So let me see in the uh, sir, your cursor is not visible. Okay, uh, my cursor is visible or not this side? Hello, cursor is visible or not?
No, sir, it's not visible.
Okay, because it is not shared by me, it is shared by Akshat actually. Let me share one screen from my side also, then, so that I can show you the bigger moon. Let me try. Yes. Now, can you see now this big moon here? Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Let me share screen. Akshat, my screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Now you can let me explain the same thing here that this now I think you can see this big spot on the moon. This is Tycho crater, which I was talking about. And north point of the moon is here and south point is here. And Shiv Shakti point is near here in the southern side. And this big moon you can see almost today also, if you see in the sky, students will see in the sky, almost this kind of moon will be visible. And very soon this eastern part will start, you know, going under the shadow, and it will not be visible for next few days. And this isolated spot here, this is called the Sea of Crisis, which I was telling you. And this is Sea of Tranquility, and this is Sea of Serenity. Most of the missions, moon missions sent by different countries like USA, they are sent on this sea. Yuri Gagarin also landed on this sea only. So, but our Shiv Shakti point is somewhere here because we have sent our Chandrayaan to the southern most point here. On the left hand side, or this is western side of the moon, you know, these are also big seas, and these are also seas. Sometimes we say on the basis of our emotions, like sometimes we say tranquility, serenity, crisis, and fertility. This kind of names are here. And on this side we have like sea of this is showers, sea of sorrows, sea of shower, and rains, moisture. These kind of names are on this side. We have this crater is called Copernicus crater, Kepler crater. So these craters also have different names. So only moon has lot of knowledge hidden in it, and amateur astronomers try to learn about all these things here. So let me again go to the slide of Mr. Akshat. Akshat, next slide please. मून के बारे में कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं अभी बच्चों के? मून के बारे में कोई पूछना चाहता है? So these are the names I was telling you. This is sometime this is called waxing crescent, and this is first quarter half, that is waxing gibbous, and this is full moon. Then we have waning gibbous and third quarter, and then waning crescent. So you can see this is like D and this is like C. And this is in the, after new moon, you will find this kind of thing. This is also D, this is also D, and full moon. Then it becomes C. It is not now like D. This is also C and like C. So from here to here, it is Krishan Paksh, or we can say waning. And from here to here, it is Shukal Paksh. इसको हम waxing gibbous या waxing crescent भी कहते हैं. तो मून के बारे में ये नॉलेज थी. लेट्स गो टू नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. नाउ ट्रांजिशंस के बारे में बात करते हैं. स्पॉटिंग द ब्राइट प्लैनेट्स. नाउ क्वेश्चन, लेट मी सी द क्वेश्चंस साइड बाय साइड in chat box. We can see okay. Still I know that cursor will not be, is there a trick to remember the names of moons? Yes, from Hridhan. Hridhan is asking that is there some method to remember the names of moon? Only I will just explain like this. You remember firstly two things, that there will be moon in either will be in the waning or Krishan Paksh और शुक्ल पक्ष में होता है. पहले ये याद रखना है कि शुक्ल पक्ष में होता है या कृष्ण पक्ष में. दो ही हाफ साइकिल होते हैं, फुल मून टू न्यू मून या न्यू मून टू फुल मून. तो उसके बाद उसकी दो ही शेप्स होती हैं. प्लीज अक्षत, लास्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. हाँ, ये देखिए यहाँ पर दो ही तरह की. अगर हम फुल मून से लेफ्ट साइड और फुल मून से राइट साइड में देखेंगे तो तीन तरह की शेप्स ही होती हैं सिर्फ. या तो क्रिसेंट होता है, या हाफ होता है, या फिर वो गिब्बस होता है. तो आपको दो चीजें याद रखनी है, क्या वो शुक्ल पक्ष में है या कृष्ण पक्ष में है. सी है या डी है, ये याद रखना है पहले. और सी में भी तीन तरह का होगा. देखिए, या तो गिब्बस होगा हाफ से बड़ा, या हाफ से छोटा. हाफ से छोटा जो होता है, less than half, that is called crescent. Bigger than half mean gibbous. Can you remember those two names? So you have to remember only four names. First of all, you have to remember, or you have to see, observe whether it is C or D. Then you have to see whether it is less than half or bigger than half. If it is less than half, then we will say crescent. If it is bigger than half, then we will see it is a gibbous. Only these things. Can you remember now? So that is very easy to remember all these shapes. Let me see the question. What is the difference between lunar eclipse orientation and new moon orientation? Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, lunar eclipse only when the shadow covers entire moon, and when it comes, it is just opposite to the sun, and Earth covers entire moon. That is called eclipse. But full moon, you can see full moon, but full moon is not all the time covered by the shadow, because there is a uh, about 5-degree tilt difference between Earth and moon. So it remains side by side. Very rare happening is then when it comes exactly opposite to the Earth, then uh, it becomes the eclipsed. So that is the question of Pranjali. And another question is, yes, can you share this presentation? Yes, we will share. So I think I answered your question that whether we can, how can we remember the names of moons? So very simple to remember that. Firstly, you have to see C or D. If C, it is Krishan Paksh. If D, it is Shukal Paksh. Or C mean it is waxing. D mean it is waning. And then we have to see whether it is half, less than half, then it is crescent, bigger than half, it is gibbous. So let's go to next slide, please. Now, other wanderer in the sky for naked eyes, that is the topic. And with naked eye, we can only see very few planets. So, which are visible with the naked eyes, they are Venus and sometimes Mercury, also very near to Sun. Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter, Saturn. These 4 planets are visible. And depending upon their distance from the sun, they have the time periods or the period of the revolution around the sun. So as distance increases, the period also increases. जितना दूर planet होता है, उतना ही वो हमें स्लो चलता हुआ नजर आता है. हालांकि स्पीड बहुत होती है, पर हमें वो स्लो चलता हुआ नजर आता है. इसका मतलब ये हुआ, the meaning of this is like Venus is moving, we can say faster, Saturn is moving slower, and Jupiter also further slower. But Mercury is moving very fast. Mercury जो है वो 3 महीनों में एक चक्कर पूरा कर देता है, तो इसलिए वो बहुत जल्दी चलता हुआ नजर आता है हमें, लेकिन वो स्काई के ऊपर नहीं आता है. ये जो मरकरी आप यहाँ देखेंगे, जो सन के बिल्कुल पास होता है, वो बहुत ऊपर नहीं आता क्योंकि सन के बहुत क्लोज है. वीनस फिर भी काफी ऊपर तक आता है और बहुत ब्राइट होता है. आजकल जो है वीनस, वो मॉर्निंग में आता है, लेकिन विजिबल इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि वो सन के बहुत क्लोज है. सैटर्न आजकल नजर आता है. अगर आप आज भी बाहर स्काई क्लियर है तो आप जाएंगे, तो टूवर्ड्स वेस्ट अगर आप देखेंगे ऊपर स्काई में, तो आपको सैटर्न थोड़ा नजर आएगा. लेकिन जुपिटर जो है हाफ नाइट के बाद, आधी रात के बाद, आपको ईस्ट में बहुत ब्राइट स्टार, जो स्टार टाइप नजर आएगा आपको, वो जुपिटर है. और आजकल जुपिटर जो है वो अगर आप देखें तो मिथुन राशि में, जिसको हम जेमिनाई कहते हैं, तो उसमें है. तो जेमिनाई के 2 स्टार्स बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट, बहुत ही प्रोमिनेंट होते हैं, कैस्टर एंड पॉलक्स. तो दोनों को ट्विन ट्विन स्टार्स कहते हैं. उसको मिथुन राशि कहते हैं या जेमिनाई कहते हैं, क्योंकि वो ट्विन स्टार्स हैं, कैस्टर एंड पॉलक्स. उसके साथ ही आपको जुपिटर नजर आएगा बहुत ब्राइट. और जुपिटर को अगर आप किसी बायनोक्यूलर से देखेंगे या टेलीस्कोप से देखेंगे, आपको उसमें 4 मून्स भी नजर आएंगे. जैसे अर्थ का एक मून है, ऐसे ही जुपिटर के बहुत सारे मून हैं, 90 प्लस उसके मून्स हैं. लेकिन 4 मून्स बहुत क्लोज हैं, जो हमें बायनोक्यूलर से नजर आ जाते हैं. उनके नाम आयो, यूरोपा, जेनीमेड एंड कैलिस्टो हैं, चारों के. अगर आप उसको बायनोक्यूलर से या फिर एक्सप्लोरेटरी में जो आपके पास टेलीस्कोप्स है उसमें देखेंगे, तो सभी बच्चों को वो 4 मून्स नजर आ जाएंगे. तो जुपिटर के बारे में ही है। सैटर्न आजकल बहुत दूर है, तो बहुत पास भी आता है ये। लेकिन जुपिटर ऐसा है कि क्योंकि जुपिटर भी बहुत दूर है और इसका टाइम पीरियड भी बहुत ज्यादा है, तो ऑलमोस्ट एक साल, एक एक पूरा साल जो है एक ही राशि में रहता है। तो आपको जुपिटर जो है जेमिनाई में पूरा साल नजर आएगा। तो अगर आप इसको देखते रहेंगे तो उधर ही रहता है, क्योंकि बहुत तेज नहीं चलता है। लेकिन वीनस फास्टर है। तो वीनस जैसे अभी मॉर्निंग स्टार है, तो बहुत जल्दी आफ्टर 50 डेज ये जो है इवनिंग स्टार बन जाएगा। फिर आपको ये इवनिंग में नजर आना शुरू हो जाएगा। तो इसका साइकिल होता है 263 डेज ये चमकता रहता है। फिर 5 डेज के लिए, 8 डेज के लिए गायब हो जाता है। और फिर ये मॉर्निंग स्टार बन जाता है। और मॉर्निंग स्टार भी ऑलमोस्ट 263 डेज रहता है। और फिर ना ये 50 डेज के लिए गायब हो जाता है, क्योंकि फिर अगेन इट गोज नियर टू सन। तो कितना अच्छा लगता है आपको ये जानना कि वीनस जो है उसका साइक्लिक एक मोशन है। कि पहले वो आजकल जैसे मॉर्निंग स्टार था, तो कुछ दिनों में वो 50 डेज के लिए अभी गायब होने वाला है, फिर आपको नजर नहीं आएगा। फिर देन इट विल अपीयर इन द इवनिंग स्टार। और वो 263 डेज तक के लिए वो स्काई में आपको आफ्टर सनसेट नजर आया करेगा वेस्ट में। और फिर उसके बाद 263 डेज के बाद वो दोबारा 8 डेज के लिए गायब हो जाएगा। और फिर वो मॉर्निंग स्टार बन जाएगा। तो यही साइकिल चलता रहता है। So one question is, why do Earth has only one moon? That is, that is created, and it is a fact. It is not something which is to be explained. Some planets have more moons. Some planets have uh, lesser moon. Like Earth has only one moon, and um, like we have Mercury, it don't have any. Mercury has no moon. Similarly, now let us go to Saturn. If you observe Saturn through telescope, then you can see the rings in the around the Saturn. And sometime if you have a bigger telescope, you can see other moons of the Saturn also. So these are the wonders and very beautiful objects which keep on moving. Why they are different? Because they keep on moving. Stars do keep on changing. If you observe these objects very keenly, then you will see really their positions are changing. And positions are changing means they are moving around the sun. So that is the remarkable characteristic we have to notice. Yes, next, please. Next slide. Yeah, these are the points written that how we can remember. Like check celestial calendar. Now, where you will see celestial calendar? Now, these days, in your mobiles, you can download uh, apps like um, we have sky map we have. So you can download Skype map from Apple Play Store, and then you can just see where you will find these objects and what objects are visible. And similarly, stellarium is another. Stellarium is also very important app. All students can notice this point. The Stellarium can be downloaded, and uh, you can take the help to find which object is visible in the sky and which planets are visible in the sky. That and most important thing in the astronomy observation is you have to keep patience. And then second is you have to find some place where no light pollution is there. Light should not be there. It should be very dark place where you want to observe. And before all these things, most important is that sky should be very clear. If sky is clear, then find a dark place, go there and then start observing very keenly in any direction. And you must be familiar with the directions also. So choose a dark location, keep a star map. You can have star map also with you. Then these days, if you don't have star map, then you can have the stellarium in your or sky map in your mobile. Okay. Then note changes in the position over time. These are the points. But the question is why the moon crash to crash Earth due to that was the question. Interesting question. Sir, why the moon does crash to Earth due to Earth gravitational force? No, it will not crash actually, it is going a little away because it is not only gravitational force of Earth, it is the gravitational force of all celestial bodies, and all of them are balanced, and that is why they are revolving at their own places. Okay. So one more question is, it should be smaller than moon to be maintained in orbit. What? It should be smaller than the moon to be maintained in Earth without clashing. No, it is not. But it should be, like our satellites are sent in the sky and they keep on revolving around Earth. Like similarly, the size and distance matters, and it becomes wherever it becomes stable, then it starts revolving around it. Next slide, please. So recognizing celestial patterns, yes, this is also very important. But before that, all the students I explained earlier also, students should know where are the directions firstly. So first of all, how to remember, how to see where is Polaris. Polaris, to notice Polaris is very important. For that, you have to notice first of all the rising sun direction, the direction in which sun rises and direction in which sun sets. So it is east and west. So at your place, or on the terrace of your house or in the ground, you just stretch your right arm in the direction of sunrise, east. पहले अपनी जो राइट आर्म है उसको आपने उस साइड करना है जिधर को सनराइज होता है, और लेफ्ट आर्म को उधर करना है जिधर सन सेट होता है. ऐसा, ऐसे एक आर्म आपने ऐसे करनी है और दूसरी आर्म को ऐसे करना है. तो कैन यू सी लाइक दिस, दोनों आर्म्स को स्ट्रेच करना है आपने, और जिधर से सन राइज होता है राइट आर्म उधर, और जिधर सन सेट होता है लेफ्ट आर्म उधर को स्ट्रेच करना है. अगर आप ऐसे करने में सफल हो जाते हैं तो आपका जो फेस है उसकी तरफ नॉर्थ स्टार होगा. लेकिन नॉर्थ स्टार कहाँ होगा? वो नॉर्थ स्टार होता है हमारे लैटिट्यूड के डिपेंड करता है हम कहाँ पर हैं. जैसे आप नागपुर में हैं या दिल्ली में है या बॉम्बे में है, ये डिपेंड करेगा. अब जैसे नागपुर में है तो उसमें अगर आप जाएंगे तो वहां पर हो सकता है वो अबाउट 20 डिग्री पे हो. तो आपने जैसे ये आर्म्स को स्ट्रेच किया, फिर आपने अपने फेस को थोड़ा सा ऊपर उठाना है ऐसे अबाउट 20 डिग्री. तो यू विल फाइंड कि आपके बिल्कुल आंखों के सामने एक बहुत ब्राइट स्टार नहीं होगा. Polaris is not very bright. It is only 2 magnitude star. So इसका magnitude 1.9 to 2.1 तक जाता है. तो depending upon the conditions of sky, तो बहुत चमकदार नहीं रहता है. तो उसको आपने देखना है, तो that will be Polaris. फिर उसको हम देखेंगे तो हमें ये पता लगेगा कि जो हमारी अर्थ है वो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से राइट हैंड साइड की तरफ को ऐसे घूम रही है, लाइक दिस. तो फिर जब अगर जैसे हम किसी बस में या कार में आगे जाते हैं तो जो बाहर के ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं वो पीछे जाते हैं, इसी तरह से यू हैव टू नोटिस दैट अर्थ इज this rotating about the axis from this left hand side to right hand side, like this side, this way. So therefore sky will going opposite. So therefore, all the stars are going towards like this, like clockwise direction, in this direction. So all the stars move. And similarly, whenever you will find moon or some planet or some constellation, all of them will move from east to west. Okay, so that is the recognition of celestial pattern. And once you notice some pattern, then you will find that it is also moving in the night. At 8 o'clock, it's you notice the 8 o'clock position, then you notice it 12 o'clock position, then you will find it is moving from east to west. So there are some points here. Checklist. Yes. Identify constellations to aid navigation. हमें पहचान करना पड़ेगा पहले कि कौन कौन से कॉन्स्टलेशंस हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अभी आप बाहर जाइए, अभी जब टॉक के बाद बाहर जाएंगे, you in the east direction you will find Orion is coming up. Orion जो है काल पुरुष constellation, very big constellation, और प्लेडीज भी ऊपर आ रहे हैं. ऊपर आपको अभी देखेंगे तो 7 सिस्टर्स जो 7 स्टार्स होते हैं वो भी ऊपर आ रहे हैं, वो भी आपको नजर आएंगे. अगर डार्कनेस है आपके घर के आसपास और स्काई क्लियर है, then you can enjoy Orion these days and constellation like Pleiades. And very soon, after 1 and 2 hours, you can see Jupiter coming with the Castor and Pollux. Then track retrograde phases of astrological insights. No, it is not here. It is not related here. Observe seasonal changes in the nocturnal visibility. Utilize historical text. Engage in community stargazing. Last point is very important. Engage in community stargazing activities means when you get together more than 2 or 3 people, then we can share our ideas and then we can share our knowledge and then we grow in our knowledge further. तो हमें और ज्यादा पता लगता है. जैसे आई हैव सीन इन प्रोफेसर राजेंद्र सिंह साइंस एक्सप्लोरेटरी, वहां पर बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स इकट्ठे होते हैं. तो जैसे कुछ बातें कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को पता होती हैं वो शेयर करते हैं, फिर दूसरे बच्चे शेयर करते हैं, तो ऐसे सारी नॉलेज सभी के पास जाती है. सो लास्ट पॉइंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दिस. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Yes, the retrograde motion explain. Retrograde motion is always there, but it is not a very quick motion. It is very slow motion, and you have to observe the objects for 2-3 months continuously. Then you will find something like Mars. Mars is coming up, and then after 2 or 3 months, you will find that the direction of Mars motion is going back. Earlier it was rising in the east, suppose. Then after some time it will again move back to the west, and then again it will start moving in the east. So this way retrograde motion is there, but it is not quick. You have to observe the objects for many months. Next please. So cultural significance of celestial bodies. Yes, जैसे अभी आपको मैंने बताया हिंदी में हमारा जैसे कृष्ण पक्ष और शुक्ल पक्ष होता है, और उसमें ही मून जो है कौन सी राशि में है, हमारे जो कॉन्स्टलेशंस हैं उनके भी बहुत सारे नाम हैं. जैसे अभी एरीज, टॉरस, जेमिनाई, कैंसर, लियो, वर्गो, ऐसे. तो हम हिंदी में भी इसको मेष, वृष, मिथुन, कैंसर, इस तरह से कर, कैंसर, इस तरह से नाम हम अलग अलग रखे हैं. सिंह राशि है. तो आपको ये पता होगा कि जब हम प्लैनेट्स की पहचान भी कर लेते हैं, वी नो अबाउट द प्लैनेट्स एंड वी नो अबाउट द कॉन्स्टलेशंस, देन यू कैन सी which planet is in which constellation. Constellation means zodiac sign. So for example, I told you that Jupiter these days is in the Gemini, मिथुन राशि में है. तो वो मिथुन राशि भी आपको नजर आएगी और वो आपको प्लैनेट भी नजर आएगा. तो यही बात जो है हमारी माइथोलॉजिकल और एस्ट्रोलॉजी में भी यही बातें होती हैं. तो व्हेन यू ऑब्जर्व, जब आपको स्काई की नॉलेज होनी शुरू होती है तो हमें ये सब बातें भी पता चलती हैं कि कौन सा प्लेनेट किस राशि में है, क्योंकि हमें राशि की भी पहचान हो जाती है और प्लेनेट का भी पता होता है। तो इस तरह से मैनी कल्चर हैव एट्रीब्यूटेड सिग्निफिकेंस टू सेलेस्टियल बॉडीज। जैसे वीनस है, वीनस इज द ब्यूटीफुल प्लेनेट एंड तो इसको हम इसलिए सुंदर कहते हैं क्योंकि बहुत चमकता है। ये जब ब्राइट आपको मॉर्निंग में या इवनिंग में नजर आएगा तो इतना ब्राइट होता है कि हमें देखे बिना इसको रह नहीं सकते हैं। तो Venus is also associated with Lakshmi, while Jupiter is referred to as Brihaspati in Indian astrology. तो विजडम का जो है उसका रूप में माना जाता है। तो इस तरह से एस्ट्रोलॉजी में इनको लिंक किया है। अदरवाइज अगर हम सिर्फ एस्ट्रोनॉमी की बात करें तो these are only the celestial bodies and we have to observe their motion and their places and we have to enjoy the positions and we can know more about it. What is the size of Jupiter, how far it is from here, how much time it takes for one revolution around sun, and how far it is from the earth. So all these scientific points, we can know about all these celestial bodies. Next slide, please. Ah, uh, these are the things I have just explained that in Indian mythology also शनि और मंगल और वे शुक्र, ये चीजें हमारे एस्ट्रोनॉमी में एस्ट्रोलॉजी में भी होती हैं और इसको अलग अलग फॉर्म में हमें बताया जाता है। तो एस्ट्रोनॉमी में है ये हम ज्यादा इसको नहीं करते हैं बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एस्ट्रोनॉमी, तो इसका डिटेल में हम नहीं जाएंगे अभी। तो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। Yeah, there's some quotation here. Quotes from famous astronomers है और all truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. तो ये उन्होंने अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस के बारे में बात दी हुई है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। तो ये कुछ समरी है, देखिए। लाइक ज्वाइन लोकल एस्ट्रोनॉमी क्लब, ये आपने ऑलरेडी ज्वाइन किया हुआ है, जो प्रोफेसर राजेंद्र सिंह साइंस एक्सप्लोरेटरी है। तो और आसपास प्लानिटेरियम होते हैं तो उसमें भी हम जा सकते हैं, लेकिन प्लानिटेरियम में जाने से अच्छा है कि आप अपने स्काई को और वहीं ऑब्जर्व करें किसी की हेल्प के साथ। और अ, आपको कोई स्काई में कुछ नजर आ रहा है, कोई पॉइंट कोई ऑब्जेक्ट नजर आ रहा है तो आप मुझे भी कॉल करें डायरेक्टली। हम यहीं से आपको डिस्कस करके बताएंगे कि आज दिखाई दे रहा है और कहाँ दिखाई दे रहा है, उसके साथ क्या है। और जैसे मैंने दो एप्स के नाम बताए आपको अभी, एक तो है ना स्काई मैप एंड दूसरा है स्टिलेरियम। इन दोनों को आप डाउनलोड करेंगे और ऐसे ऊपर स्काई के ऊपर इस तरह से ऐसे देखेंगे तो आपको उसमें नजर आएगा। स्टिलेरियम में आपको दिखाता हूँ, ये इस तरह का स्टिलेरियम ऐप है। ये इस तरह से आपको नजर आएगा उसमें, और इसको आप डाउनलोड करके और आप इसमें भी बहुत सारा डिटेल देख सकते हैं। यूटिलाइजिंग एप्स फॉर ट्रैकिंग सेलेस्टियल बॉडीज एंड शेयरिंग नॉलेज। और एक और पॉइंट मैं आपको बताता हूँ, एक ISS इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन भी हमें रेगुलरली नजर आता है। तो आप एक और ऐप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, उसका नाम है ISS, यानी जो ऐप का नाम है वही ISS है, इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन। उसको आप डाउनलोड करेंगे और उसको अपनी पोजीशन के हिसाब से उसमें सेटअप करेंगे तो आपको उसमें पता लग जाएगा कि इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन जो है अभी आपके ऊपर से अभी पास होगा। तो you can come out from your house and then you can observe where it is very bright satellite is passing over you. So ये कुछ चीजें हैं, wanderers हैं, और ये कुछ चीजें जो हैं हमें एस्ट्रोनॉमी में ऑब्जर्वेशन में लाना चाहिए। And only then it will spark you some kind of uh, inspiration and then you will learn more about the astronomy. So I think that's all. Now students can ask the question directly by switching on the uh, phone mic, and then we can discuss more about it. Yes. One question from Pranjali is that moon also has tangential velocity, and inward gravitational force causes it to move in a circular manner. This balance prevents the moon from crashing to Earth. Yes, there are so many other forces also, but they are balanced under the gravitational forces. You are right. They are under the resultant forces of resultant gravitational force. Correct. Then force like push and IQ like intelligence. Okay, magnitude refers to brightness in this case. Yes. Why Mars changes its direction of motion, like first it travels to east and yes, it is due to the relative motion, in circle, because Earth is also moving in a circle around sun, and Mars is also moving like this. And relative motion, relative speed is different. When the then Earth, when Earth passes near the Mars, then it goes from east to west, and when it passes over the other side, then it goes back again. After some time, it starts moving in the same direction. So we can explain. I will explain in some other talk that why this retro. In first talk, I have explained this thing, that why it appears at retrograde motion. So that is due to the relative motion in the two circles of Mars and Earth. That is the resultant. Moon is visible same all over the India. Then why there is a difference between lunar based festival like these in Maharashtra? And yes, it is due to the calendars, followed by different states. We have now every state has different, every zone has different kind of Indian calendar, and they follow these calendars. But Panchang readers have the common calendar, and they issue the date for the celebration. But local festivals are, you know, declared based on their own uh, regional calendars. When Professor Meghnad Saha um, and, uh, he did lot of work in 1952 for making Indian calendar system. Then the team of Meghnad Sahaji studied more than 30 calendars of Indian continent, and then they they brought the common things together, and then they made one uh, Shaka calendar. And now all over India we follow Shaka calendar, but even different regional and zonal um, areas still following their own calendars to declare the dates of different festivals. That is why they are sometimes different from others. So question is, can we see planets beyond Saturn? Yes, we can see, but we cannot see with naked eyes. We can see with the telescopes, powerful telescopes, but not with naked eye. In naked eye, only you can see up to Saturn. Yes, Chinmay is saying that my maternal great grandfather created Panchang. Yes, you are right. So, a lot of people in Ujjain and Nagpur, Prayagraj, lot of people are Panchang reader, Karta, and they create Panchang and based upon the astrology and astronomy. But even Panchang is also uh, is being written on the basis of observational astronomy, and observational observation astronomy center is based in Calcutta, and it was established by Professor Meghnad Saha. Now the entire data is taken by these Panchang Karta from that center, and then they create the Panchang. So any other question student want to ask, then we can wind up the session. You can directly ask, you just switch on your mic and you can ask question. Yes. You can ask question from me or Mr. Akshat also. Yes.
Yes,
Omkar.
any student is interested
Yes,
for
Omkar,
asking question,
we are there.
please.
Please ask question. Switch on your mic. Omkar, switch on your mic, please. Oh. Okay. It is not allowed. Okay. So question from. So I think all questions I have answered. Madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have answered all of the questions.
Can we see Neptune these days? Yes, you can see, but only through telescope. From Nagpur, Neptune is visible. It is just near to Saturn, and you can observe it, and but not with naked eye. You have to observe through very powerful telescope. Yes. Sir, how to find directions in night without compass? That is, I have explained that in daytime you just find where is east and where is west. Then even in night time you can you will be familiar with the directions. Or if you know the shapes of constellations, even then you can in night time also you can find the directions. Another question from Manan Atre is, sir, in the north direction in Nagpur, there was North Star yesterday, but there was an orange light next to it. Also, what can that star? No. There is no bright star near Polaris, Vete. You cannot find any bright star near the Polaris. It means whatever you have seen, that is not Polaris, North Star. Near North Star, you cannot find any brighter star. Yes, any other question? Why sometimes moon is no visible on
Visible.
Bhau Beach? What is this Bhau Beach?
It's Bhai Dooj, 5th day of the Diwali,
Okay.
Deepavali.
No, it is visible, but it comes late. It is visible, but it
Yes,
comes
yes.
late in the night.
Late, and it also goes off very quickly, sir.
Yeah. That is, I explained that, the moon keeps on changing shapes and even the positions also. Because, in Diwali is all the time in new moon, and you will find the fourth moon will be in the west, and very soon it sets. It sets very soon in the night. Then it will not be visible. Yes, now
Yes, sir.
questions are exhausted, I think. What other galaxies can we see except Andromeda by naked eye? No, you cannot see other galaxies with naked eye. That is why these are called deep sky observations, deep sky objects, these are called. And these are only visible through strong binoculars or your telescopes. Can we see Mars moons with only? No, you cannot see. You can see Mars only. Yes. So thank you so much. Let us now wind up because it is
Yes,
quite,
sir.
we are running out of time. And
Yes, sir.
thanks to Mr. Akshat also. He prepared this talk
Presentation.
rigorously for many days. And I have just helped him to explain the a few slides. And I think um today our talk will be quite information for small kids, and wanderers should be noticed by the students, like moon at least, and moon shapes also, and moon detail surface also, like seas and craters. You can read in the books, and then you remember it, and then you can tell others also. So thank you very much for to Professor Rajinder Singh, Science Exploratory also, and Madam also. She spared time for
Thank
all
you,
of
sir.
us, and we you made this interaction possible for all the students and we. I think this
Thank you, sir.
sharing of knowledge may be very small and feeble, but it is always, very important for the coming days of the when students will grow. They will remember all these things, and then they will share with the others people also. Thank you very
Definitely,
much,
sir.
madam.
Drop by drop, we will definitely make a very big
Yeah,
sea of knowledge.
you are
of,
right.
and definitely this in continuation. I'm very much thankful to Akshat Joshi sir and Hemant Kumar sir for successfully making this platform available for all the amateur astronomers and skygazers, and passing on their knowledge, and making this a way of circle where we will be contributing for in the years to come and in the days to come also. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
very
so
much,
much. Thank you. Good night.
sir.